I'm Alexandra Navrotsky, University of California, Davis. I am interdisciplinary professor, I guess I should say interdisciplinary distinguished professor of ceramic, earth, and environmental materials chemistry with appointment in 5 departments. And I'm a physical chemist by training and thermodynamicist by avocation. We have a large research group using specialized calorimetric techniques to study a wide variety of solid materials, ranging from minerals to ceramics to polymer-derived ceramics, which is my connection to the PIRE. I think there are 2 interrelated things. One, of course, is the research. So the question of polymer-derived ceramic fibers and their stability, and in what sense the fibers are different from bulk materials, and in what sense when the PDC fibers interact with silicon carbide, whether the whole is bigger or less than the sum of its parts. Those are important scientific questions. And of course, in the PIRE, there is a tremendous emphasis on education, training students, bringing students into the environment, and of course the international collaborations. And I think it's an excellent environment for attracting and really retaining and energizing a large variety of students, and the research and the student interactions are really inseparable. Well, there are many applications. Currently, the major excitement is probably in the aerospace industry, with thinking of various composite materials where PDCs are one component. The push there, of course, is higher and higher temperature operation of engines and materials then that persist under more and more extreme conditions. But there have been other applications ranging from biomedical applications, the idea that some of these things might actually make better implants than pure carbon-based materials. There have been some applications in the battery field. So it's a little hard to say whether something is going to take off and what the major applications over the next 20 years will be, because I think it could be more than one thing. I think mentoring to everybody is important. A given university will have a certain, what should I say, a certain demographic, a certain population of students accessible to it. For example, we at University of California, Davis are at the brink of being a Hispanic-serving institution, but we also have a large number of Asian students and smaller numbers of other groups. Whether one considers women also underrepresented groups in STEM, I think that's true. And I think mentoring them, introducing them to the subject, making the place welcoming is tremendously important. It is. I think if one comes back even to the issue of diversity in its broadest sense, one can think of diversity in what I sometimes call genetics, that is people's background in terms of their genetic makeup. One can think of diversity in terms of different disciplines. One can think of diversity in terms of different industrial versus academic versus national lab, and of course versus different countries. And I think everybody comes in with their own background, their own experience, and the more you interact, the richer the society. I think it's been proven many times that companies, for example, that are really too restrictive in their R&D and too secretive about it can sort of get caught on the sidelines because they don't have other people saying, wait a minute, maybe this isn't quite right, maybe you should think of something else. So I think having that sort of free exchange of ideas of all sorts is good for the science and it's good for the people. Well, I think by providing these opportunities for students come into the group. Now, for our case, we get students from engineering, we get students from chemistry, sometimes we even get students from other fields. So for the students to know that they have this opportunity to work and also to spend time overseas, it's tremendously exciting to them, and I think it helps attract students. Now, part of attracting students is really via the student grapevine. If you've been at a place and people know you, your best recruitment tools are the other students that know about you or have worked in the group. And of course, then having the PIRE opportunities makes it more attractive for the students